families. Welcome to my parenting vlog. I am Victoria Valdez, a master's in marriage and family therapy counselor out here in Brentwood, Tennessee. I specialize working with kids, teens, and parents. And today's topic is going to be about kids and big feelings, helping them ride the feeling wave. So I'm going to provide you guys with 3 tips today on how to help your kids learn to manage their feelings. And these tips can be used with any age, but it's geared more to about 6 to 11. I definitely have used these tips here in my private practice with teens and with my own kids. And this age group, the 6 to 11, developmentally is able to express their feelings verbally, but not at the level that an adult can. So remember, it's really important to remember that these are just for educational purposes, these videos, and not to replace therapy. But if you're interested in getting therapy with me and you live in the state of Tennessee, then you can find out more information on how to get started at www.victoria-valdez.com. So let's get started. So teaching kids how to manage their feelings is like training for a marathon. It is long distance. It is not a sprint. It is hard and it takes practice. You know, you've seen it happen before. You've asked Sarah or Jimmy, whoever, you've asked your kid to stop and get off the video game, or you've asked them that it's time to leave the event. And then comes the, I hate you, or you're the worst parent ever, and I don't want to, and so on. Or you might get the kicking something, slamming the door, throwing something, and you're like, you're not even a toddler anymore. Those are the big feelings that I'm talking about. And the idea is to help them learn over time to manage their emotions and the behavior within the means of the situation that's happening. So that next time that you tell Sarah to get off the video games, she might sound more like this. Ugh, I feel mad that I have to get off, but I know it's dinner time. So it can happen, guys. It's really possible, parents. And, you know, you want your kids to be able to learn to calm themselves down, to be less explosively reactive. You don't want those type of emotions, and to learn how to roll with the change rather than having these big meltdowns. So let's jump on to these 3 tips. So number 1, naming it to tame it. You want your kids to learn how to ride these feeling waves. You got to teach them, give them the language, and teach them how to name, identify that feeling. So what I like to use here in the office, and I have one of these at home, is my little feelings folder. If you look, there are some like this. It's been well used, well loved. There are some with pictures like this. And I've got some fun ones. And I've got the feelings wheel and some more advanced ones. I will take them out and I will ask them show me how they're feeling today, or what's a feeling that which chart do you want to use? And definitely modeling. If you're going to ask your kids to do something, you got to show them too. You got to participate and tell them, oh gosh, I like to say, this is my favorite chart right here. I'm going to use this one. Today I look at the chart and I tell them I feel happy or excited or whatever. And I do this at home. One thing you'll hear me say a lot in these video tips is pairing the lesson or the activity with some type of routine before bedtime, after school, during snack time, those type of finding what works for your family system and plugging those in so they can be a routine thing. So tip number 2 is ask them to tell you about a time they felt a certain feeling. You can pick an emotion every day, a different feeling. One day it could be frustrated. One day it could be sad. One day it could be bored. Any different feeling, right? Or you can stay with that feeling for the week, but ask them to tell you about a time. And then parents, family, you do it too. Tell them that. This is such a great tool to help, not only help them talk about feelings in a different way, but it's also a way to help them talk about feelings that they've seen or observed through other people by asking them, tell me about a time that you saw someone was sad or someone was mad, and asking them. A lot of times they might not feel comfortable because they're not used to it, sharing about a time they felt that way, but maybe they'll share about someone else. And again, you're helping them observe those things and notice those things in other people. So that's a great way to do that. Then the third tip is providing them with alternatives on how to handle their feelings. My big go-to is mindfulness here in therapy and at home, and deep breathing. Those are my go-tos. There's plenty of stuff on the internet that you can find, and practicing it, making it a routine. You can do mindfulness Mondays, anything, anything that fits in your routine. A lot of times, a great opportunity is if you notice, hey, I see you're feeling mad right now. I can tell that you look mad. You know, whenever I feel mad, I like to take some deep breathing. Hey, you want to try that together? They might say to you, I don't want to right now. Okay, that's cool. You know what? Whenever you do feel ready, I'm here to try it out. Give them the opportunity to choose. Practice it yourself. Be a role model in that. You know, one of the best things you can do is practicing it when they're calm. Here in my therapy space, you know, I don't wait for the kid to be raging. I practice every session with them. Every time I teach them a new coping skill, and we practice it together, and we talk about, when can you use this? When might this be helpful? Who can you teach this to? And I rope the parents in too, right? To do it together, right? So that's going to be super helpful for them. I hope you enjoyed these tips. I can't wait to hear in the comment section if you felt they were useful. If you want more information, you know what to do. Stay tuned and wait for the next video. Have a good one.